What makes a good mom is not how much of herself she can erase. It's how well she can love, guide, and still remain a whole person. And I think we need to talk about this because so many women carry an image of a good mom that is honestly impossible. A good mom is always available. A good mom needs very little. A good mom stays calm always. A good mom holds everything together. A good mom knows what everyone needs before they need it. Or a good mom prevents problems. A good mom fixes feelings. A good mom gives and gives and gives and then feels guilty for wanting 10 minutes alone with a coffee that is still hot, which, by the way, should be considered as a basic human right, a hot coffee. But somewhere along the way, many women learned that being a good mom means becoming the family's emotional, let's say, emergency system. The one who absorbs the stress, the one who thinks ahead, the one who softens every conflict, the one who remembers everything, every birthday, the one who feels responsible for everyone's mood. Or maybe the one who makes sure nobody is uncomfortable for too long. And yes, motherhood includes responsibility. Of course it does. Your kids need love, of course. They need safety, they need guidance, they need you. That's true, that's perfectly fine. But they do not need you to disappear into the role. They do not need you to become a selfless machine. They do not need a mother who quietly teaches them that love means having no limits. And that is the old good mom myth. And I think it needs to go perfectly or preferably today with coffee. So let's name it clearly. The old idea says a good mom sacrifices herself. And the new truth says a good mom stays connected to herself while loving her family deeply. The old idea says a good mom does everything for her kids. But the new truth says a good mom helps her kids become capable. The old idea says a good mom is always available. But the new truth says a good mom is present, but she also has boundaries. The old idea says a good mom prevents every struggle. But the new truth says a good mom helps her kids build the strength to meet life. And to me, that's a very different kind of motherhood. And honestly, it is much healthier, because being a good mom is not the same as making life frictionless for your children. Sometimes we confuse love with over-functioning. We step in too quickly, we solve too much, we organize too much, we explain too much, we rescue too much, we carry things our kids should slowly learn to carry themselves. And I say this with love because I'm a mom and I do everything too much. And most of us do it from the best place. We want to help. We want to protect. We want to make things easier. We don't want our kids to struggle the way we struggled. We don't want them to feel alone. We don't want them to fail. But here's the part we need to look at. If we remove every struggle, we may also remove the chance for them to build trust in themselves. A good mom does not prepare the path for every step of her kid's life. She prepares the kids for the path. And to me that really matters, because your job is not to create a perfect childhood where nothing ever goes wrong. Your job is to love, to protect, to guide, to help your kids build inner strength. And yes, that means being there when they need you. But it also means not doing for them what they are ready to learn with support. Maybe it means letting them try, letting them be frustrated, or letting them solve something by themselves on their own way, letting them make age-appropriate mistakes, or letting them feel proud because they did not need mom to fix everything. And that is not neglect. It is trust. And it also gives you your life back in small steps. Because when mom is responsible for everything, nobody else gets to grow. Not the kids, not the partner, not the family system, and definitely not the mom. Everybody stays dependent on her over-functioning, and then we call her amazing. But maybe she's not only amazing, she is amazing, but not only amazing. Maybe she is exhausted, and maybe she's overused, or maybe she's carrying too much because everyone got used to her carrying too much. And maybe she has confused being needed with being loved. And that one can hurt. Being needed can feel meaningful. It can feel safe. It can feel like proof that you matter. But being constantly needed is not the same thing as being deeply loved. And being a good mom, to me, does not mean making yourself indispensable in every tiny detail. Sometimes good motherhood means stepping back, not emotionally leaving, not becoming cold, not saying figure it out and walking away, but saying I believe you can learn this, or I'm here and I'm not going to take this completely away from you, or let's do it together first, or now you try, or I know this is uncomfortable and I know you can handle more than you think. I think that is love too. Maybe even one of the deepest forms of love, because it teaches your kids I am capable, or they are capable, they can learn, they can feel hard feelings and survive them. They can ask for help without giving up their power. And at the same time, it teaches you, I do not have to be the answer to everything. I do not have to earn my place through exhaustion. I do not have to prove my love by having no needs. And this is where the good mom conversation needs to change. A good mom is not endlessly selfless. A good mom is honest. She knows when she's tired. She knows when she needs help. She knows when something is too much. She knows when she has crossed from love into over responsibility. And she is willing to adjust. Not perfectly, not with a calm voice and perfect hair every day. We are humans, we are not inspirational candles or whatever. But honestly, you can say, I need a minute. I can help you, but I cannot do the whole thing for you. Or you can say, I love you, and this is still your responsibility. You can say, I'm here and I also need time for myself. You can say, this matters to me too. This is not selfish. It's emotional honesty, and emotional honesty is one of the most beautiful things you can model. Because your kids do not only learn from your care, your kids learn from your relationship with yourself. They learn whether needs are allowed, or they learn whether boundaries are safe. They learn whether women are people with inner lives or just support systems with legs. They learn whether love means losing yourself. And I do not want that version of love for the next generation. I do not want my daughter to learn that being loving means becoming small. I do not want her to think that being a woman or being a mom means quietly managing everyone else's life while forgetting her own. I want my daughter to see a mom who loves deeply and lives honestly. A mom who can be there for her and still be there for herself. A mom who helps her grow and keeps growing too. And that is the kind of good mom I believe in. Not the perfectly good mom, not the endlessly patient, not always available, not polished, not performing motherhood for applause. A real one, a loving one, a living one. A good mom helps her kids learn life. She does not take life away from them. She is there when they need her. She gives comfort when things go wrong. She gives room when they need to find themselves. She gives guidance without controlling every outcome. She gives love without turning herself into furniture. And yes, sometimes she puts her own needs behind the family, of course. That is part of family life. But there's a difference between sometimes choosing to put your needs second and building an entire identity around never having needs at all. And that difference matters. Because if you constantly ignore yourself in the name of being a good mom, eventually motherhood starts to feel heavy in a way it was never meant to feel. Not because you do not love your kids, but because you stop being included. And I want to offer you a different sentence today. Instead of asking, am I a good mom? Ask, am I being a good me? Because a good you will mother from a very different place. A good you has more truth, more clarity, more warmth, more self-respect, more capacity. A good you does not need to perform self-sacrifice to prove love. A good you can say, I love my kids deeply and I matter too. Both is true. So let's make this practical. I want to give you a simple exercise, just a few minutes. Write down 3 things you regularly do for your kids, your partner, or your family that might actually be over-functioning. Not things that are truly necessary, not things that are age-appropriate care, but things you keep, let's say you keep doing automatically because it feels easier than letting someone else learn, adjust, or be uncomfortable. And then ask, am I doing this because they truly cannot? or because I feel responsible for preventing discomfort or whatever it is. That question alone can show you a lot. And then choose one small place or thing where you will step back with love. Not disappear, not withdraw, just one step back with love. Maybe you let your kids pick their part of their own bag, or maybe you let them solve a small problem before you jump in. Or maybe you stop reminding everyone of something they can remember themselves. Or maybe you let someone else in the family handle the thing imperfectly. Yes, imperfectly. This may be the hardest spiritual practice of motherhood. Watching someone do something the wrong way and not immediately becoming the CEO of the dishwasher. I know what I'm talking about. But this is where a family starts to become healthier, because a good mom, a good motherhood is not carrying everything forever. A good mom is helping life become shared, capable, and real. And for you, write one more sentence. To be a good me, I need, and finish the sentence honestly for you. To be a good me, I need rest. Or to be a good me, I need movement. Or to be a good me, I need creativity and I need nature. And to be a good me, maybe you need help, or you need work that does not make you disappear. And to be a good you, maybe you need some time alone, or you need to stop pretending that you are fine when you are not. And that really, really, really matters, because maybe the goal is not to become the perfect good mom. Maybe the goal is to become a whole woman who mothers from that place. So today, let this old idea die that the best mother is the one who sacrifices herself the most. No, be a good you, a loving you, an honest you, a clear you, a living you. That may be the best mom your kids could possibly have. And if this hits something in you, comment "good me" below. And I'm creating more videos for moms who love their family deeply and still want to stay connected to themselves. So subscribe if you want to keep watching these videos. I'm glad you were here, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.